April 14, 1912. The Titanic, the largest and most luxurious ship ever built, sails through the icy waters of the North Atlantic. A floating palace, unsinkable. Or so they thought. But then, disaster. A collision with an iceberg shatters that illusion, and in the midst of the chaos, one man's faith shines like a beacon. His name, John Harper. And this is his story. Hey, welcome back to Roots of Bold Faith. And today, we're diving into one of the most powerful untold stories of the Titanic. A story of courage, sacrifice, and unshakable faith. If you love true stories that inspire, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. John Harper was born in 1872 in Scotland, raised by devout Christian parents. By the age of 14, he had a personal encounter with Jesus that changed his life forever. At 18, he wasn't just reading the Bible, he was preaching it on the streets. A factory worker by trade, but an evangelist at heart. He had one mission: to bring people to Christ. His passion for the gospel caught the attention of a pastor who brought him into ministry. By 1897, Harper was leading Paisley Road Baptist Church in Glasgow. What started as a tiny congregation of 25 exploded into a thriving church of over 500. Harper was known for his deep, fervent prayers, so intense that his friends said he would tremble under the weight of his devotion. But his journey wasn't without pain. In 1906, his wife passed away, leaving him to raise their little daughter, Nana, alone. Even in grief, Harper pressed forward. His preaching reached across the ocean, catching the attention of Moody Church in Chicago. They invited him for a revival in 1911, and the response was overwhelming. In 1912, Moody Church invited him back. And so Harper, along with his 6-year-old daughter and his niece, booked passage on the grandest ship of all time, the Titanic. April 10, 1912. The Titanic departs from Southampton, a ship of dreams. Harper spends his time walking the decks, sharing the gospel with passengers. He had no idea that in just 4 days he would be facing his greatest test. April 14, 11:40 p.m. The unthinkable happens. The Titanic strikes an iceberg, water rushes in, panic spreads. But while others are consumed by fear, Harper sees an opportunity, his final mission. He rushes Nana and his niece to Lifeboat 11, kisses his daughter goodbye, and watches as she is lowered into the dark waters below. He knows this is the last time he'll ever see her. As others scramble for survival, Harper runs deck to deck shouting, "Women, children, and the unsaved, get to the lifeboats." He's not just trying to save lives, he's trying to save souls. He cries out, "Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ and you will be saved." Then, at 2:40 a.m., the mighty ship disappears beneath the waves. But Harper isn't finished. Clinging to debris, he spots a man struggling nearby. Through chattering teeth, he calls out, "Are you saved?" The man says no. Harper pleads with him, "Believe in Jesus, and you will be saved." Before the man can respond, a wave pulls Harper away. Minutes later, Harper fights his way back to him. One last chance. "Are you saved now?" he asks. This time, the man says yes. Right there, in the freezing darkness, he surrenders to Christ. Harper, exhausted and freezing, sinks beneath the waves. His mission is complete. That man? He survived. Years later, he told his story, calling himself John Harper's last convert. Harper's daughter, Nana, grew up, married a pastor, and lived until 1986, the last Scottish Titanic survivor. The church he built in Glasgow, it still stands today, renamed in his honor. John Harper didn't just believe in faith, he lived it, right up until his final breath. What would you do if you were in Harper's place? Would you cling to survival or use your last moments to help others? Let me know in the comments. And if this story moved you, hit that like button and subscribe for more powerful true stories. Until next time, stay strong, stay faithful, and I'll see you in the next one.